Good afternoon and welcome to Channel 44. I am Mercy Gashego Sembatia to bring you this hour's news in brief. I'll be joined by Livingstone Kawesi for sign language interpretation and translation. Sudanese security forces in the capital have fired tear gas and stun grenades to disperse thousands of people protesting against a military rule. The demonstrators marched towards the presidential palace but were chased away by police. They dismissed a deal signed recently between the military and civilians, saying it was too vague. The protests took place on the 4th anniversary of the start of an uprising that toppled Omar al-Bashir. He has been in power for 3 decades before he was forced out in April 2019. In South Africa, Ramaphosa has been re-elected as the governing ANC leader to wild cheers from his supporters. He defeated his rival Zweli Mkhize by 2,476 votes to 1,897. Mr. Ramaphosa won despite being dogged by allegations of money laundering and a last-minute surge in support from Mr. Mkhize, who has also been accused of corruption. Both deny the allegations. His victory puts him in pole position to lead the ANC in the 2024 election. He is still at risk as he is being investigated by police, the tax office, and central bank of allegations that he stashed at least $580,000 in a sofa at his private farm and then covered up its theft. In the United Kingdom, British Airways has apologized after flights due to depart from the United States were grounded for several hours. The airline said it was urgently investigating a technical issue with its third-party flight planning supplier. British Airways passengers have reported waiting for hours in airports. A spokesperson, the airline told the press that flights had been departing after delays. Sorry for the disruption to customers. Passengers have taken to Twitter to report waiting at John F. Kennedy International Airport for more than 3 hours. Rescuers are combing the Gulf of Thailand on the second day of a search for 29 sailors still missing after a Thai warship sank. The HTMAS Sukhothai, carrying 105 crew, sank off the southeast coast last night after losing power in a storm. Search teams have so far saved 76 people, including 1 man found today after 2 nights in rough seas. Close to a third of the crew is still missing, and the Navy has not disclosed if there were any fatalities. The Thai Navy and Air Force resumed the search yesterday with hundreds of officers on 4 Navy ships as well as several helicopters deployed to scan a vast 50 square kilometer area. In the United States, a U.S. congressional inquiry in last year's Capitol riot says ex-President Donald Trump should face criminal charges, including insurrection. The Democratic-led committee voted unanimously for the Justice Department to prosecute Mr. Trump. The panel has also aired a new clip of former Trump aide Hope Hicks on her warning to him about his legacy. Trump supporters stormed Congress on January the 6th, 2021, interrupting Joe Biden's certification as president. Mr. Trump, who denies any wrongdoing, released a statement slamming the panel as a kangaroo court. In Asia, India's foreign ministry has said that the country has scaled up troop deployment along a disputed border with China to an unprecedented level. S. Jaishankar added that India would let China unilaterally change the status quo at the border. His comments came after Indian and Chinese forces clashed in a disputed area along the border in Arunachal Pradesh state. India said that the encounter began due to encroachment by Chinese troops. China's foreign ministry has said that according to their knowledge, the situation on the border was generally stable and the two sides were maintaining dialogue on the issue. And finally, the man who went on a shooting spree at a Canada apartment complex killed 5 of his neighbors, including members of the building's board, according to police. The 73-year-old suspect went from apartment to apartment looking for victims, though police have not disclosed his motive. The alleged gunman, a long-time resident of the building, was shot and killed by police. Police have yet to formally identify the citizens. York Region Police first responded to reports of a shooting at an apartment building in Vaughan, about 30 kilometers north of Toronto, at 19:20 GMT on Sunday. Well, that brings us to the end of this afternoon's news in brief. Thank you for watching Channel 44. I remind you that after I leave the set right now, Pastor Jessica Kayanja is coming on right away with the Marriage Now program, program that is aimed at blessing the people of all ages. Tune in, you'll be tremendously blessed. And I also remind you of the Karamoja Christmas Karamoja. We are sending the special Christmas to the people of Karamoja. So far, what has been done for Karamoja is great, and we are upping our game this Christmas by putting a great smile on their face and giving them an experience of their lifetime. Otherwise, you can send your seed to the numbers that will be availed during the services. Alternatively, you can bring your seed to the Miracle Center Cathedral, hand it over to the pastor during the services, or deliver it at the reception, and God will tremendously bless you. I remain Masiga Shegu Sembatia together with Livingstone Kawesi. God bless you and good afternoon.